the fix. Today we're going to try and repair this car. This is another one of my projects that I had left for a few years. It was parked up somewhere, but now I brought it home. And last time when we went to repair it, these pedals, especially this brake pedal, was seized solid. You couldn't even move it half a millimeter. So what I had done, I took the pedals off the car and then we put it in some oil, mixture of oil, brake fluid, transmission fluid, everything for about 6-7 months. Then after that I managed to free it off. Now, as you can see, all the pedals are free and we've greased it up and everything. So we're going to install the pedals back into the car and then start on the rest of the work, which means we've got to install fuel lines and fuse nozzle pipe. So we'll be doing that as we go along. Now I'm just going to fit these pedals in. So we got to hook that clutch cable inside this. So if I've got to hook it inside that hook. That's for the clutch, that one there. So that's it, we've got that hooked in there now, like so. And then this will go in there. That clutch cable is hooked in, and that's the clutch. And now see this spring, this is for the brake pedal. We put that spring there, hook it onto that notch there, and then I've got to drop this down on the floor there so it locks into place there. So make sure that the clutch hasn't come up. No, the clutch has come off though. Got to bring that one back in. I have to go and push it in from the back of the car near the engine. That's where it goes onto that hook. So let me just push the clutch cable. Okay, now I've got that cable back out there. If I just hook it in there like so. Pedals up. Just hold that there. I'm going to pull it from the back, see if the pedal moves. Yep. So that's still in there, which is good. Right. The second thing I've got to do, I've got to hook this brake spring into there. Turn it around. Brake spring's hooked in there, and this one has to be dropped there on the floors. Yep, that brake pedal's working. I'll put the bolts in. Yeah, that one's actually gone on. So now if I could just put the spring on before I tighten the other one up. Stuck in there. Okay, I've managed to put that spring over there. The other end's, I think, the other end is in its right place, but I've just got, that's it. I know it's come out again, so what I'll do, I'll put this, the other end of the spring, hook it in there. So, and I'll tighten this up. Right, that's tight now. Tight now, and now I've got to try and hook this. That's it. Now, that's it. Now that's done, and the accelerator cable over here, that goes into the little hole like that. So now we've got the accelerator. It's working. I think there's a pedal missing here. Yeah, plastic pedal. I'll have to get hold of one. So that's working. The brake. Now this is the master cylinder, but that don't look too good. This is a part of the master cylinder, just the rod that pushes the master cylinder valves in and out. So hang on a minute. I think this has to be taken off again, this spring. Take this spring off again. Put this brake cylinder on first. Okay, and then got to put this back on so it holds that. The push rod in. That's it. Right. Now we might be able to. Oh, something's happening. I think the brake pedal's building up a bit of pressure. That's done. The accelerator's on. Now we just go and connect the clutch from the back. Look in here, there's the clutch cable there. Yeah, I think still on the pedal because I felt a bit of a tug on there, so I've just got to screw this back in here. Going to screw into this thing. It's like a tube with a thread in it. Doesn't seem to be going in. Yeah, so I've got that cable in now. I'm just going to tighten it up a bit to adjust it. Alright, now I'm going to just go and check. I'm going to press the clutch and we'll see if that goes in and out.
Yep, all good.
Okay, so now we've got the clutch working and the brakes on. Next thing we're going to do is bleed the brakes. Right. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to take this wheel off and adjust the handbrake and bleed the braking system, because last time we were doing some work on this car we fitted new shoes and pads on it, but we didn't get a chance to bleed it because the brake pedal was stuck on. So now we've got the brake pedal back on and it seems to be working. I mean, the brakes stop a little bit, but obviously they need bleeding now, so we're going to bleed them and adjust the handbrake up. I have to get another bolt for these wheels. A couple of bolts I think are missing. Go and get an Allen key. I've got the Allen key now. Make sure you push the Allen key all the way in, otherwise it slips. Sometimes you might have to knock them in with a hammer to make sure they go all the way in, otherwise once they slip then you'll have a problem getting the bolts out. You'll have to chisel them out. As I said, we put new shoes and new cylinders in it before, but we didn't get a chance to adjust it or bleed it up. So I'm going to adjust it with the adjusters down here. Let me say which way we've got to adjust it. Be that tight, looks a bit seized up, so loosen this side. I think I'm going to spray it with a bit of WD-40. Get them off again. We mustn't get any WD-40 on the shoes. I'll leave it to soak for a little while. Managed to soak that for a while, and now it's turning the adjusters. So we've loosened them off on both sides, so now they're turning freely, and that one as well. So what I've noticed, there's actually two windows at the back that you could adjust it from the back with a screwdriver, but we had to take this off anyway to loosen them off. So now they're loose. I'm going to just sand down the inner surface of the drum. Done there, and get on the brake shoes to get all the dust off and tee it up a bit, because there were new shoes fitted, so then they'll be able to bed in properly. Brake Now see, that goes on very loosely, so the shoes need adjusting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to adjust them up from here first. Let's see which way we got to turn this. I think it's this way. So yeah, I'll just push it out that much, and then I'll do the same to this one. This one I think we've got to do this way. I think, yeah, they look about equal now, so let's put this on. Still quite loose. This one's got to be adjusted down, that one's got to be adjusted up from the back. Still needs a bit more. Could do it just with pliers, I think. Got a clip underneath that holds it one way so it don't go loose by itself. We could adjust it tighter and the clip moves down. That one there. Now I'll just put the two bolts back in. That's back on, but that still feels a bit loose. We've got to adjust them so you could actually feel it rubbing against the shoes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust it from the two windows in the back. Right, there's a little window over here that I could actually adjust the brakes from, so the screwdriver in here. It's actually turning the teeth, but I think I'll use a smaller screwdriver. There we go, that's turning. Yep, that's biting now. We're going to bleed the brake, so here's the bleed nipple behind the cylinder. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure this spanner fits it, and yep, that's undone. So I'm going to put my bleed bottle on there like that. Now get Shen to go and pump the brake pedal, and then once I say to him stop, he's going to hold the pedal down, and then I'm going to release the brake fluid from here, and then we're going to do it a few times to get all the air out so we could bleed the system up. Right, we've got a bit of a problem here. We were trying to bleed the brakes, but it's all leaking out of here. See this brake pipe, which I thought was a fuel pipe earlier on, but it's a brake pipe. If you could see, if I press that, it's all leaking out of here. See, on the floor, it's this pipe that's actually leaking. so we're going to have to replace this pipe. The brake pipe that's leaking is rotted over there. It's leaking in the front there and outside the car as well over here. It connects to this. It's this one here that's actually leaking. So we're going to change that from here all the way there. It is down there, and we're going to follow that along the side of the seat. So down here we can see it over here, which is it. So, and it's going out the back here into like a T-piece that splits it for left and right side wheel. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this off here. Alright, so cut that off there. Now I could go underneath. If I show you the T-piece, which is coming up above here. That's it there. See, if I've just pulled it through now. Now that the pipe we've cut is this one here, and this is going onto the near side, and this is the off side, is going over here. So what we're going to do now, I'm just going to undo this pipe from here and take it out. Then we'll put a new piece of pipe in from the front to the back. I've cut this pipe off there. I've cut that pipe off a bit more, and then I've put this mole grips on it because it's very, very tight. And now what I'm going to do, so I've got to get this spanner on it, and if somebody holds the mole grip, then I'm going to undo this. Yes! Right, that's done. See, I've undone this. But don't think I've got to hold it with that. So if I take the mole grips off, you could get a better view of it now. I've taken off hopefully that's finger tight now. Yep. Okay, it's come off now. That's the end. That goes into that T-piece. Now this T-piece was just pushed in there, right? But I have a feeling it goes onto this bracket, because this bracket's got a hole in it, so it must have a nut and bolt that goes through here into that. So when we put it back, I think I'm going to get a nut and bolt and fit it in there. Yeah, we're just going to cut this brake pipe off from here as well. I'll get in there, and if we cut it about here, okay, now I should be able to undo it from the front and pull it through. I'll go and get the spanner. Earlier on I put WD-40 on it to let it soak in. Yeah, that's it. So I'm done now. Right, that's quite good. It's quite loose now. I could undo it with my fingers. Okay, yeah, that's come off now. I'll just pull that through there. Actually, it's on the piece where it's broken, so it might even snap off there. Yep, it snapped off there, see? So we'll pull it out from the inside, but we want this shape, so I'll keep this bit there for now. here it is. It's rotten in more places. Look, that's where it was leaking inside the car, and that's where it was leaking outside the car, but all this is rotten. It would have leaked through anyway. So now we're going to make up a new pipe and fit it in. I'll get my flaring tool out. We'll have to use the old bits because I can't find any new bits, so we're just going to flare it up now and make a pipe. Right, now we're going to flare this brake line. This is a new brake line. Now I've got the flaring tool here. If you haven't got one, I think you could take it to some part shops and they actually flare it for you. So put the die in there. I think it's a 316. What you do then, we'll just tighten that up in there. I think that's meant to be just flush inside like that, and then you just tighten this up. I've actually clamped it to this because you need a vise really, but I haven't got a vise here. And then what I've got to do, I'm going to just flare it, press it in like that, make sure that's tight. I think that's done with the strip. Let's have a look. Undo that. Undo the clamp there. Okay. Here we have it. Nice flared end. And that goes on there, and that'll tighten onto into the car. See, I've lined the old pipe there. I've laid it on the floor. You know, it's all broken in bits. And this is the new pipe. We've got it from the end there. So what I'm going to do, because we've got to get this bend in it, so I'll cut it about there, and that should be enough to get the bend in. That's it. I'll file that down in a minute before we put this bit on it. Just file this one down a bit because we didn't really get a good cut on it. I'm just going to flare the other end of the pipe now. I think that's done. Let's just take it out and have a look. That's it. That's done nicely. So now our pipe is ready to go into the car. Yeah, I'm just going to tape off the end so as we're feeding it through, no dirt gets in there. And also I'm going to tape this on there so it goes through with it. Taping the other end up now, like that. So now, no dirt would get in when we're putting it through the hole there, and plus it's held the bolt fitting in place. Okay, I'm going to feed it through here now. Oh, it's gone now, but I have to get it through that other hole you could see down there. Yep, that's it. through. I'm going to go to the other side and pull it out. Here it is. Got it here. Now I'm just going to put a bend in it. I just put a bend in it like that. Be careful when you're bending it, you don't bend it completely, otherwise it's going to get blocked. I think that much is alright. I'll take this tape off now. So the tape's off now. We could this in there and screw it in. See if it's getting in. Nope. That's gone in nice and easy. You want to make sure it goes in nice and easy because you don't want to cross thread it. Pull that out a bit there, and now it seems to be at the right angle. That's screwed in there now, so we could tighten that up later with the spanner. Now we've already got it into the front and we've got it connected, so now I just want to put it through here. But before I do that, I think I better feed it through this gap here. There's a gap in there, so if I feed it through there like this, then it's got to go through the other hole through there. Okay, now over here, just got to get it behind the carpet. Just pull that carpet up a bit. Where's this? Oh, the seat belt's connected there, so therefore I've got to get it through this gap here, past the seat, and here. So I've got the pipe there now. Bend it and line it up against that. There's actually a little clip that this goes onto. No, hang on a minute. We've got to pull it back out. So I'm going to pull it back out of here. Out of here, because the seat, I think, comes all the way to the side. So if I bend it like that, then I've got to feed it through. Just in, if you see in the corner here, yeah, just feed it through the corner of the bottom of the seat, like that. Let's see if it's coming to the other side now. Yep. Come out here, so just keep feeding it through. Okay. Now, put it through that gap there. And now what I'll do over here, get the pipe here now. Okay. just going to bend it back and see there's a clip here. And you clip it under that clip. That's it. That's clipped in under that clip. Get a screwdriver to bend that clip down a bit. I'll clip it in there. That's it. See, nicely clipped in there. Bend it in there. Another clip here. And just clip it in. Okay. Now it's come through there. We've got another clip there. Clip it in there as well. Now the pipe's all in place. Now I have to go outside and see where that pipe has ended up so we could put it into the other side. We've got the pipe through here now, as you can see, that one there. Got tape on it because we fed it through with another pipe tied to it. So now I've got to connect that pipe to that bit there. So that's what I'm going to do now. Right, so I just got this one in here. It's a little bit tricky because of the angles. We've got to get it in there nice and straight so it doesn't get cross-threaded. Pull that through a bit more. I think that one's gone in. Put a few turns on it. Now that seems to be in there. Okay. Yep, it's doing up. That should be good enough as long as it don't leak now. Now remember I said to you that this little clamp here, I think that's what the bolt goes through there and it fixes to that. Before they had this thing tucked away there, but now I'm going to try and put it back in its place. So we just bend the pipes around there. I should be able to put the bolt in there now. That's it, that seems to be back into place. So what I'll do, I'll put a bolt through that one. And that's it. Now we could try and bleed the brakes and see if they're all working. Yeah, now we're going to bleed the system out. I've got Shen in there to pump the pedal, and I'm going to release this nipple here and to let all the air out. And I've put my bowl underneath here so I could catch the fluid because I can't really get a pipe in there and get the spanner in at the same time. So, can you pump the pedal?
Yeah.
Alright, hold it down.
Down.
Now he's holding it down. When I open this, it should shoot out with some pressure. There you are. That's it. Okay. And I lock it off again. Can you pump the pedal?
Yep.
Hold it.
Down.
Right. I'll release this one now. Okay.
All the way down.
Okay, pump it please. I could feel the brake shoes expanding on this. Hold it down.
Down.
Alright, pump it. Is the pedal good?
10%.
Okay, hold it.
Down.
Pump the pedal. Right, I'm just hold it.
Holding it.
I'm just going to release it now. It's hard to get any spanner in there properly because of the pipes in the way.
Down.
Okay, I think that's pretty much done, but we'll do it just one more time. Pump it.
It's getting better now.
Hold it down.
Down. Down.
Yeah, that's okay. I think I'm just gonna nip that one up. I think this is done. That's it. Pump it. Hold it.
Holding it.
Yep, the brake seem to be holding. It's working. Yeah, we could let this one go now. It's finished. Yeah. We've bled the back brakes and they bled up okay, but we've got a problem. There's no fluid getting to the front brakes. So that means that the master cylinder is knackered because it's not pumping to the front, both of them, both of the calipers at the front. It's not pumping the fluid to it. There's the master cylinder over there, and you see it's got two circuits on the front for the left and the right brake, and then it's got one circuit going to both the back wheels. So the front circuit of it is not working. So we're going to have to order a new master cylinder and then continue working on this after that. I'm going to try and get hold of a master cylinder for this car now. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you could get all the future videos of the fix. Thank you.